Boy Trey in the building. He said, hit that like or we gon' fight. Make sure you check him out on YouTube.
Run, go city, go with it, I got my 9 car. If it really fit it, let's get it, I got the game. Let's get it. Green and white squares, been serving them on the same block. Damn, where she from? She foreign, she come from Bangkok. You can't beat me or see me, I'm on the radio, TV. Shooting 30 rounds, sneaking with my weapon. I'm saying, man. Run, go city, go with it, I got my 9 car. If it really fit it, let's get it, I got the game. Let's get it. Green and white squares, been serving them on the same block. Damn, where she from? She foreign, she come from Bangkok. You can't beat me or see me, I'm on the radio, TV. Shooting 30 rounds, sneaking with my whipping a DE. Posted up on the corner, I'm keeping sex like a DE. Smoking labyrinth like kiwi, frozen water, ice Fiji. Silver phone with a split, I'm trapper down like Jeezy. Drop it bed like Breonna Taylor, she love me like Kiki. Honolulu, Waikiki, in Hawaii, I'm geeking. Rest to death like the deacon, I party hard like the weekend. Bitch. Circle small period, fresh to death killing it, cashing out spinning it, 100 round extended clip, iced out spilling drip, purple yellow take a sip, fly away and take a trip, pink slip for every whip, circle small period, fresh to death killing it, cashing out spinning it, 100 round extended clip, iced out spilling drip, purple yellow take a sip, fly away and take a trip, pink slip for every whip, started in a rumor house, popular in Montgomery, that was back in 03, breaking down the whole beat. That's my nigga Roman, he'll tell you I'm a OG. That's my nigga Roman, he'll tell you what he sold me. I got what you need, 8 quarters, half an OZ. Out of space high, all day I'm in the nosebleed. 24/7, get the bag, count the proceeds. Said she ain't the pleaser, she proceed to get on both me. Told her keep her pussy, all I wanted deep throat clean. Rolling up hot boxes, sweating to the OD. On a all-nighter full of road, getting no sleep. In and out of town on the road, paying 4 weeks. Plug with the plug, that deal price is so cheap. I got what you need, 8 quarters, half an OZ. Don't get tan hot as hell, watching for the police. See me in the streets, no nigga, you don't know me. Circle small period, fresh to death killing it, cashing out spinning it, 100 round extended clip, iced out spilling drip, purple yellow take a sip, fly away and take a trip, pink slip for every whip, circle small period, fresh to death killing it, cashing out spinning it, 100 round extended clip, iced out spilling drip, purple yellow take a sip, fly away and take a trip, pink slip for every whip. I got the juice, bitch, I got the juice, flossing in a coupe, on the block, like my name JB, try me, I'ma shoot, riding for him, push a button, drop the top, I got no roof, back to back, I'm moving packs out, make them disappear like proof, I'm addicted to yellow diamonds, I'm frozen in every climate, smoking exclusive is useless, looking but never find it, foreign whip drip designer, 901 grit and grinding, thick syrup like Angel Mama, the murder ain't where you find me, got no friends, got no consignments, can't fly just to change the climate, vacations on private islands, my feet keep back up reclining, that bitch she from the islands, I fucked up for about an hour, pulled up and took a shower, drip it, don't need no stylist, roll up smoking the loudest, known for something Italian, my shooters stay ready, no Memphis niggas, they known for wildin', roll up smoking the loudest, known for something Italian, my shooters stay ready, no Memphis niggas, they known for wildin'. Small period, fresh to death killing it, cashing out spinning it, 100 round extended clip, iced out spilling drip, purple yellow take a sip, fly away and take a trip, pink slip for every whip, circle small period, fresh to death killing it, cashing out spinning it, 100 round extended clip, iced out spilling drip, purple yellow take a sip, fly away and take a trip, pink slip for every whip. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Toxic Masculinity Show. I am your host, MoneyBoy Trey. And of course, Joy and I had to talk about this topic while we were together, so we had something to fight about for Shalene. And so yes, everybody's been talking about it. Joy, What do you think about Will Smith smacking Chris Rock live at the Oscar Award?
It's pretty ridiculous.
Okay, that's it. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't see the, I don't know.
Uh,
It's static.
he said it has static.
Oh yeah, here.
What about now? How it still staticky?
No.
Okay. Well, yeah. I think it's. I will go back to because I found this clip last night where everybody was talking about. I'm like, he didn't really make a joke that was offensive. It wasn't offensive at all. So I found a clip of 2016. You know, when everybody was talking about boycott the Grammys and Jada was the one leaving it. He made a joke about her in 2016. I think Will may have still been offended from that joke 6 years ago. But just 6 years ago, black people were saying boycott the Oscars because there isn't enough black inclusion. They let black people come, and 6 years later, these niggas is fighting on the show like it's the Source Awards. Why are black people cheering this violence and then they get mad when motherfuckers call us savages and animals and thugs and shit? You got Big Willie, Will Smith, Fresh Prince of Bel Air, Mike Lowry, walking up smacking a man because he said G.I. And then that wasn't enough. Once the nigga smacked him, just like a black bitch, he had to continue making a scene. Chris Rock ignored it. He sits down and continues yelling. Why you didn't do all that yelling in his face?
So I understand it was live, so they couldn't pull the plug or
No, and there was no security there. So I think right if I was Chris Rock, the Oscars would be sued because I was assaulted at y'all venue. Will Smith would be arrested for assault. He would be sued as well. You smacked me in front of a national TV audience. Million of people were there. As I keep pointing for everybody that said, oh, well, he made a joke about his wife. He was the host. He made jokes about everybody that was up there. Will and them were currently laughing when he was talking about the husband and wife couple that were both nominated for an award. So it was okay for this guy to talk about everybody else, but when it came to Jada, he smacked Chris Rock.
Regina Hall made a joke about their marriage too.
Jada didn't smack him. That's what I'm saying. Will, like, nigga, a nigga was fucking your wife and you sat at the table and listened to her talk about it. But
And
a
cried.
joke about G.I. Jane is too far. I don't respect it. You took your anger out on the wrong person. And Chris Rock is a better man than me because when a nigga turned his back on me after smacking, oh, what was going down? We would have been rolling around in this bitch. You hit me first. This is just sad, and for all the black people, like, yeah, he taking up for his wife. Black men, pay attention now. They're these same women that are cheering, saying he took up for his wife, were also laughing at him when August Alsina was fucking the shit out of his wife. When they heard about the entanglement, they were laughing at Will. Now they're cheering for some dumb shit over the same bitch that's been embarrassing him for the past decade. What you got to say, George?
No, I just can't believe this is actually happening in 2022. To be honest with you, it's like you said, if that was a regular local smart Joe on the streets, Chris probably would have the police there, all kind of things. And I'm just still
like, Will, you couldn't have did that at the after party. Then you got Denzel punk ass talking about I love you, bro. And when you hit your highest, that's when the devil, Will, you were the devil in that situation. Your punk ass brought all the chaos.
But did you see how Peter was looking like all that yelling?
They were scared. They were scared. They like, I know this nigga ain't acting like a nigga in front of all these people. And then I just for all the people, because you know how they fuck with me and be like, well, she just be sitting there. So Jada just sat there while Will did all that yelling, and while she went up there and smacked him, she didn't try to restrain her husband. You mean she let him make a fool out of himself publicly? And this is what I don't get. After this assault on national TV, How is this motherfucker allowed to stay there and accept an award and give a speech crying? Just think about that.
That
Just think
leads
about
you to
that.
the fact of thinking that maybe this in my me and my conspiracies that it was all for play.
But even I thought about if it was for play, how far back did we just say black people?
That was them.
Because it was them, but it reflects on all of us. Because they're gonna say this: if Will Smith can act like this, and we all know Will Smith got one of them polished ass images. If Will Smith can act like this, who else won't? Like they
So
turn
you
that shit
think
to the Source
is
Awards.
this on the same level as when Adrian Bolden, is I'm saying his name right, when he tongued
Adrian Bronner.
Brown when he tongued down Holly at the awards?
I don't know. No, I don't.
People was
Sexual innuendo and sexual acts have nothing to do with assault.
well, it's kind of like
A
a
man straight
sexual
up
assault.
assaulted this man over a joke. This is what we just saw. We just saw that
But if
niggas
you
is so
look at
thin
that,
skinned, we fighting over words
but
still.
did you see the video where they did that kind of like that with the hand?
But yeah, well, I saw Will rear back. I have questions about how Chris Rock, just like Chris Rock, got a strong fucking chin because he didn't flinch, he didn't grab his face, rub it, or
He
nothing.
just said, "Wow,
Right.
wow."
But he was in shock. You probably like the Will Smith really smacked. Hold the.
Well, that's what makes
I'd
me
have took
feel
my
like,
jacket off. That's when he started the nigga moment. I'm like, hold on, let me take my motherfucking jacket off. There's no way you would have got back to your seat after
well,
that,
that
bro.
goes back to me saying, was it for play? For one, he walked up on the stage, no security was there to intervene.
They're gonna have to
Second,
start doing that. Kanye could have hurt Taylor Swift when he went on stage too and took a mic. They got to stop
second,
doing this.
when he did hit him, he didn't have a, like you said, no knee jerking reaction. Because myself, a reaction is gonna be like, I'm about to get in my stance. I'm about to
Lucienda,
be ready to fight.
Lucienda, he couldn't protect his wife when he accepted his awards and said, "Yo, Chris, I don't
I ain't
appreciate the
say that.
jokes." He couldn't have done that. His way of protecting her was to smack this man on live TV. He disrupted the show. I think we're forgetting that. He disrupted the show and caused a scene. But he was laughing at Chris Rock's jokes about everybody else. So I get it. He was protecting his wife, but that's the only way. And I still don't feel like she needed protection from a G.I. Jane joke. He just said, I want to see you in G.I. Jane Part 2. Why was that offensive? Could somebody out there let me know? Because I've heard a lot of people say it was offensive. So could y'all let me know why it was offensive to y'all? Should we drop the link, baby?
Okay. I still got until 2 o'clock. I'm gonna leave at 2:30.
Let me set an hour. It's just 13 minutes in. I'm about to drop the link
But
because I want to hear from some of y'all. Because I was on a Trish's panel last night, and we kind of
smash it.
they kept harping on the fact that the woman has alopecia, and I'm like, so what? He didn't make any jokes about her balding or anything. If y'all watch G.I. Jane, y'all know Demi Moore, the character in there. She cut her hair off, not because she was balding, it's because she was in the Marines. She cut her head to look like a jarhead, to look like the rest of the men there. Wasn't for cancer, wasn't alopecia or any of that. And even if she has alopecia, men go bald every day, and we can't run around smacking people. Y'all make fun of men that are bald.
Look, the internet is disrespectful. They got a meme that said, Will, with Jada face, Will, I'm not impressed. Tupac would have shot him.
Right. Yeah, you nigga like right. You taking your bruh. That's what I'm saying. It just even if it was fake, it made black people look bad because again,
It
we were
did.
just we were 6 years ago, we were talking about boycott them because they don't have us there enough. And then for OGs like Denzel to sit there and condone that shit. Puff Daddy, he came up there and tried to make light of the situation and say, yeah, we're gonna handle this at the after party like family. Well, that's where the shit should have got. If he was gonna smack him, he should have did it at the after party. Because Will, you have to be aware to know where the fuck you are. And again, you assaulted this man. No matter how you play it, you assaulted him live on air.
Now I get where you're coming from, Lucinda, and I hate to be insensitive, but there's
Come on up here, Lucinda. Have a
I
chat.
know
Come
that
chit chat
they
with us.
they they have a relationship with Chris, and so I don't know. I don't. I'm not there. I don't know they whole relationship and how everything is. But as far as the alopecia situation goes, there's other ways to be able to handle the alopecia. Her daughter shaves her head as well. She doesn't have alopecia, and she did it after her daughter did it. So I don't know if it was like a fashion thing, and now it's becoming like a
How many of us knew she had alopecia until after the smack? After the smack is when everybody said, "Oh, she got alopecia." How many of us knew that prior to last night?
but
None of us
alopecia
did.
is not a life-threatening
Yes,
illness, so
she's 70. She's supposed to be going bald.
she
What
could
the
have put a
fuck?
hat on. She could have went and got her a lace front like she been doing. She could have been doing a lot of things. I just think that's just the excuse for that bad behavior that her
What?
husband displayed, which is embarrassing. Cause him screaming, I would have been embarrassed. You screaming like that, keep my white motherfucking name out. I'm like, bro, like
What?
chill.
Imagine Trey Young's dad smacking Tommy the other day because Tommy said Trey Young is going bald. And this is what men have to hear all the time. Tommy was just a regular spectator in the court, just like everybody else who makes fun of Trey Young's hairline, Kevin Durant's hairline, LeBron James. You can go on and on down the list. Like y'all women make fun of Kevin Durant's hair being nappy.
Oh, she did a commercial for
Y'all folk
alopecia.
make fun of fresh and fit dude for losing his hair. So why is it y'all are saying that women can make fun of men for losing their hair, but we can't do the same thing? And then he didn't make a joke about her losing her hair. I have to keep giving context. If you saw G.I. Jane, she was a Marine. She cut her hair for basic training so she could look like all the men that were there.
Well, that further makes me think that this was more like a for play because I'm reading Lucinda. She said she did a commercial for alopecia treatment. Now, when you're trying to get your foot back in the door, you're trying to he got a new TV show. That alopecia treatment, it might be something that's lucrative to them. So yeah, I was think yeah, now people gonna be looking at alopecia treatment and whoever the company is.
She should
Cause I
yeah, publicity stuff for that. Yeah, I
yeah,
got
cause
you.
it just I can't imagine people at a world event like this smacking each other and screaming like idiots. Will
That was a
Smith or not, it was idiotic. I'm embarrassed not just as a black person, just as a person, period. Because this is the behavior. Like you teach your children,
sticks and stones.
stick and stones and break your bones, but words should never hurt you. Him walking on that stage, you know what I'm saying? That's premeditated. He thought about this. Every step his ass took, he thought
Yep.
about it. So yeah, I wouldn't take lightly to this. Now, if Chris Rock doesn't do anything about it, I'm just know that this was for play.
Well, this is the point where this is the part where I have to just point out we were just begging for inclusion at these things. We got it. This is how we act, and we wonder why we weren't included. Because for 93 years, this show has been going on. They've had hosts. Hosts have been roasting people and the guests that are there. That's part of the show. No white person, no Asian person, no Hispanic person has ever physically assaulted someone on the show and then did an outburst from his seat. This has never happened from anybody else, but guess who? Us, black people. And then we wonder why people look at us in a negative light. And the fact that it's so many people condoning this is just showing the world that yeah, we roll with fuck shit. We agree with it. It's, nobody are we really saying I want to see you in G.I. Jane 2 was offensive. He didn't call the woman a bitch. He didn't bring up the August Alsina shit, any of that. He made a reference to a movie because she had her hair shaved. And then are we gonna act like black women don't walk around with shaved heads? That is actually a hairstyle that black women walk around and embrace. It's just it was unbecoming and it was a bad look on us as black people. And no urban where I feel you, Will Smith does not represent us, but unfortunately the world we live in, they paint all of us together. And this was a national TV moment that they're going to play over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
And then the part that throws me is right before this, before the Jada joke. Oh, they were having a good time about the white man that Chris Rock was making a joke about. He was making a joke about the white man and his wife winning the award. Yeah, they were laughing hard. Ha ha ha. Will even was still slick laughing when he made the Jada joke. Jada, she was laughing, but then she stopped. But I'm still trying to figure out what he said that was over the line compared to all the other jokes he made that night, because she wasn't the only victim of a joke.
Well, they said that's like the third time on a TV on a what you call this award show that he target
Well,
Jada.
I acknowledge that. I said I did acknowledge back in 2016 she was the main one talking about boycotting, and he made a joke about it. But even then, he was like, shit, Jada boycotting awards is like me boycotting Rihanna's panties. I wasn't invited no way. Like, Jada, you ain't been, that was saying, Jada, you haven't been in a movie in years. You're not nominated. So what would you boycott it? But still, is that where we're going though? Jokes, not disrespectful jokes. Because I've been the butt of some disrespectful jokes and I still haven't been ready to fight about it. And I'm younger than Will Smith by about 20 plus years.
I don't know. It's just mm,
It's a sad day, and it's a sad day. And that's what I'll say. We look bad yet again. Like I want, oh boy, it's that conversation I had last night was interesting because that was the main thing they kept sticking on. Well, the hair, the hair, the hair, the hair, the hair. Chris Rock, sue everybody. Yeah, it was an open hand smack. It was, but shit, it still was violence. I'm glad. Boy, right now, though, Lucinda, he might as well have pulled the way people talking about it. He may as well have pulled the gun. The way people talking about it.
so you think he was having a episode?
I think Will may be having a midlife crisis.
Think so.
Yes, I think he may be having a midlife crisis. He snapped. This is clearly he snapped. But Will got to
Has
take.
Chris came out?
I hadn't heard anything from Christie, but I hadn't heard any statements from him. But Will, you snapped, but you snapped on the wrong person. Your wife needs that ire, sir. August Alsina needs that ire,
They're over
not Chris
that.
Rock. But that
I
apparently Will is not because he snapped. He that's why he snapped. It wasn't about that damn joke. Let's be real. Look at what Will's been
that
through.
August situation was
But
old.
he just wrote a book about it and he can't live it down. It may be old to us, but he can't live it down. He's still running
So
circles
you,
we don't.
so as a man, if your wife or your woman cheat on you, you ain't gonna be able to get over it.
Apparently, he can't.
I'm asking you.
If I stayed with her, then yes, if I couldn't get over it, I wouldn't stay with you.
I don't think it got anything to do with August.
I'm saying I think he snapped because of just everything that's been going on with him the past year. He has looked bad in front of the world for a year.
What happened in a year?
His wife embarrassed the fuck out of
That
him.
was a couple of years ago. That wasn't
He
last
hasn't
year.
lived it down.
But I'm just saying.
I don't know when the entanglement happened. It
Been a
seemed
couple
like
of years.
last year, or whenever it was.
No, it's been a while.
He hadn't lived it down though.
It's been too long.
I know he just wrote his book last year detailing all of it. talking about certain shit. Cause remember, we were just, man, you were just one of the ones making fun of him about the Tupac shit.
Well, Tupac, yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. He finally snapped. I'm saying all of the people just talking shit about him, he finally snapped, and that was his moment to prove that he's a man because he hadn't been proven it the past year.
That's not an excuse.
I'm not giving an excuse. I'm saying he snapped, but his anger is misplaced. You should have did this a year ago. You should have.
Maybe he snapped because Jada took his Barbara.
This is my conspiracy.
Maybe they sharing the same Barbara.
Well, little corny joke.
Because I want Will to smack me. I'm trying to get a lawsuit.
Do you think if a normal person was sitting in the audience, they would have been able to get up to, they would have been able to walk up on Chris Rock like that?
Hell no.
And I'm still like, I'm just gonna be in a defensive position anyway. If a nigga you're not supposed to be up here. There was no cue for you to come up, and you just walking towards me. I'm gonna get in a defensive position off top. Like, what's up? What's up? This man was just able to saunter up on stage, smack a nigga, and saunter back. I mean, hell, if this was WWE, we would have saw 5 security guards trying to tackle the nigga. You can't say they don't have security there because they ain't letting the general public in that motherfucker.
Well, that's my thing right there. If Chris Rock just stands there and watch a nigga just pull his arm back to smack him, you know, it's like, bro, like, what you were just standing there for, a hug? Like, I didn't understand. Like, he just stood there. Like,
yeah,
bruh,
stood there to take it.
Read the room. Pay attention. This man is storming on the stage. But once again, they have a relationship. So I don't know if this was a playful moment for them that just went wrong.
Well, again, the crowd was fucking shocked. Now, they were still in shock when they saw him smack him. But then, when he started screaming like a mad nigga, everybody was like, whoa. You can look at the people's face and like, wow, what is wrong with Will? Will was on them drugs or something last night.
And then where was Jada at? Because how they were sitting was
right, she was
weird.
right. He was he was sitting closer to Lupita, but after the smack and him talking to his publicist, they sat next to each other and held hands the rest of the show. That's you fucked up, bro, and you should be sued, and charges should be pressed against you.
Yeah, something just weird about that. Before that, he was sitting far away from her.
That's just another example of you can't take niggas nowhere. Niggas will fuck your shit up. They done fucked up the Grammy Awards. I mean the Oscars, my bad. Millionaires fighting over dumb shit. So we can't even say it's rappers now. Well, Will is a rapper, I forget.
Oh, child.
Will must have been listening to some drill music before he went on.
Honey, please.
He was listening to that King Von.
He was listening to Wild Wild West, his own damn song. Going straight to.
We know it's not the first time, but are we still saying, has anything he said been disrespectful, like calling her out her name, like has the shit Chris Rock said, and then it's not the first time, but he's made 2 jokes over the course of 6 years. That's what we got on record. 6 years ago, when she wasn't there, and one tonight when she was there with her husband. Oh, you saying there's research, but there's history between. Okay, there's history between Chris and Will. Understood, but I still there's no reason for assault to me though. I don't condone the violence. It's ignorant. It's stupid. Especially not in public. You want to do that backstage at the after party where not the world wouldn't have seen it. Cool. But on live TV, and then once you realize you fucked up, you double down on the fuck shit. Who be talking about my wife? Yeah, nigga, I smacked you. Yeah, I did it. Pumping his chest.
And then later on to cry, and when you at your best moment, that's when the devil, nigga, you're a Scientologist. You don't believe in God. So even that speech was bullshit. But y'all just forgot that Will and his wife don't believe in God. First ones to tell you that, but now all of a sudden the devil and God is in this. And then for what's the Hannibal? Hannibal condoned the fuck shit. Anthony Hopkins.
His old ass.
Right. Yeah, but I'm not shocked. He's like, yeah, look at the niggers, kill them. They'll kill each other off.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just saying that the niggers will kill themselves off. Like this is going to be a stain on us for forever. Niggas can't even get along at the award show. Millionaires.
Well,
Part of the upper echelon of our community as far as entertainment.
the Smiths already got a reputation. First of all, they never be invited to none of the Hollywood parties, but they be like, that bitch right there, she'll try to F your son or something. So they already looking crazy. Now Will can't go nowhere because he over here smacking folks and yelling.
Right. Why couldn't you do that? Like, why wasn't that the first course of action to just sit from your seat and say, hey, nigga, keep my wife name out your mouth? And Chris Rock would have did what he did then. Said, okay, I will. That would have been embarrassing enough in a nigga moment, but at least there was no violence in it. But you still standing up for your wife as everybody said he did. Why couldn't that have happened? Him just cussing him out from his seat, like, bro, keep my wife's name out your mouth. That would have been enough.
Like the chat is saying, there is some type of history, something that's going on, but all we can do now is speculate because I don't know what the history is. I thought they were cool.
Huggy lying. South Memphis niggas can't fuck with him. Huggy a fool. That nigga also took it and had Chris Rock, Will walking away talking about Huggy Pacino and Chris Rock, all my haters. You know what I'm saying? This is oh boy. I think it was a poor display of manhood. That's what I think. Because Will has been running around trying to be this guru, role model, positive force. And that's how he decided to not control his emotions in front of a live audience.
Right. Philly came out of them.
As a 50, oh shit, yep, champ. Them Philly niggas do be ready to fight. Man, they do. I just thought about it. Yeah, we didn't have some run-ins with the Philly people. They be ready to box.
I like this episode. No yelling.
So how do y'all
yelling?
So how do y'all feel about Chris Rock's response?
What was his response?
He didn't do anything. Some people were calling him punks and all of that stuff.
Oh,
He
response
didn't do
after
anything
the hit.
Yeah. Like, yeah, he didn't fight back, he didn't cuss him out. He kept on with the show. He actually made light of himself getting smacked. He made a joke about it, like, shit, I just got Will smack the shit out of me. Will, this bitch ass nigga. Like, well, that's the greatest night in TV history. Unfortunately, they're gonna talk about this shit for forever.
Unless Chris had just had some Botox or had a peel, that shit should have stung somewhere.
Right. I don't give a fuck. Like, you get smacked, I don't give a damn. You gonna grab your cheek and rub that motherfucker. Like, even because, I would go to the club and the female clubs and we would see the little smack battles and shit.
Oh, yeah.
And I've seen some hard smacks and shit. Ain't nobody just took it and looked at you and said, "Urgh." I'm like, shit, you got me. That's not like, okay.
Yeah. Boom, 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 boom.
And it's just, to me, it was just a bad look. I think he should have an example made of him.
You can't meet the threshold. You cannot meet the
What is that
threshold.
guy's
Nigga,
girlfriend
meet
you
the
to make?
motherfucking
What is
threshold,
that
nigga.
guy's
That's what
girlfriend
I'm
you to
talking
make?
about.
And
I'm
nigga ain't
talking
never
about meeting
seen
the
that bitch.
threshold.
Thanks for the donation. Done the Marco, go. But yeah, I seriously think that charges need to be pressed. They should be sued. Because that would happen to anyone else under any circumstance, any other circumstances, had they done the same thing. Any regular person has done that. You just committed, like you recorded your crime. You be in jail.
Might do this. That.
Oh, that's because let's see. Both of them shits is a charger. How about that? Is it gone? I forgot I had the charger plugged up.
I think that's better.
Is it better, y'all? I think that was Chris Rock. Let's see. Chris Rock took that. He ate it because he knows he has targeted the Smiths. Chris Rock will ask Will Smith to donate to his charity. And Chris Rock is still a better man to me because the Oscars got money, Will got money. I want it all. He said a little. Okay. Case.
I don't know. It just looks fake. Like he's smiling. It just.
But even if it is fake, it still was a poor taste. It may not have been poor taste because again, if Will hadn't have started hollering and cussing from his seat, then we could have all just been like, "Oh, okay, it was a joke." Because we all think the smack was fake based on how he reacted, and the crowd was even like, and you know, there have been skits and stuff and like little shows where people walk up to each other and they be smacking each other back and forth. So those have been skits. Had he not went to his seat and yelled like a maniac, we probably would have been like, "Oh, okay, this shit was real."
They said Chris Rock declining to file police report over Oscar.
Can I file it for him?
Don't put a black man in jail.
The black man put himself in jail. I think can't the police press charges? They seen it on camera. The state can pick this up. They don't need Chris. We saw it. As Jada issued I hope not, Miss Daly, because if it is, that is just another stain on black people. We're dissing this man, keeping his composure. But I said he's a better man than me. I'm not dissing him for not doing anything bad. He's a better man than me. He didn't want to participate in the nigga show. That's the worst thing that they can say is he didn't do anything bad. He held his composure. He didn't want to be the guy that was up there fighting with Will Smith on stage. If black people are going to condemn him for that, that says a lot about our mindset. You know, white people are going to condemn for it. White people get their ass whooped all the time, and their friends just pick them up and be like, "Come on, man, let's go home." They ain't fucking with them. They ain't saying you got punked out or anything. So I hope his legacy is. I hope that's not all. That's plug it. I hope that's not all that he's remembered for. That would be a sad day, and it says a lot about us.
I don't know. It's gonna be a stain regardless.
I mean, it's not his first time telling the joke. I understand he's a comedian. He's been telling jokes for the past 40 years. So I understand it's not his first time. But what does that have to, does that condone violence? And if does it condone violence? That's pretty much what it is. No matter what, because he hadn't come out and said anything disgusting about this man or their actual relationship problems. He could have made jokes about everything that's going on. He could have made jokes about the kids. He could have made jokes about Will crying on Red Table Talk. He could have done a number of things. He didn't.
Mm-hmm.
G.I. Jane, Smack, and Jada boycotting the awards is like me boycotting Rihanna panties. That's disrespectful to get smacked. I will never understand that. But I don't condone violence. I'm a self-defense person. I condone violence and retaliation. If I get hit, I'm defending back, but I'm never going to be the aggressor because I like to control my actions. Like he reacted like a woman. Be bad in that, and that's some shit you think you would see women do. You think you would see a woman go up there and smack the person up there, not grown men. But yeah, I get we've said enough. We said we weren't gonna stay on but about an hour. We got some snuggling and cuddling and eating to do before Joy get on this flight this evening. Thank y'all for tuning in. Like, share, comment, subscribe, tell a friend about it. In the chat, let's continue this conversation. Miss Lucinda, I want to see you got to be the first one in there saying, let's not forget. I want to see you type that in my comment section after the show's over, okay? We're going to continue. You and I are going to continue this conversation in the chat so you can send me some of the links to the stuff you're telling me in there. So I'm going to go look them up.
Mm-hmm. We could do a follow-up show.
Yeah, we could do a follow-up show. We could show all of these links and jokes that Chris Rock has done over the years and say, well, did he deserve this ass whooping? And we'll go through the tweets. I know I'm still gonna say no unless I just seen him say something foul, like, yeah, I done fucked the shit out of Jada. Now, if he done said something like that, then okay, bro, smack may be deserved.
I'm still going with the fact that I don't think this was misplaced anger. I just think that he was just having an episode. I don't think this had anything to do with August.
I think he just snapped over everything. I just think he snapped.
That's not an excuse.
No, I'm not giving an excuse. I'm saying the nigga wrong, but I'm saying there was a reason he did that. And I'm saying he's been in the public. Everybody has been saying Will is a punk for almost 2 years. And he had the perfect out. A nigga called him out publicly. Well, not even called him out. A nigga got at his wife publicly. And the past 2 years went through his head and he said, I'm gonna show these folk ain't no punk. Something made him do that. I'm just trying. Something made him do it. We don't know what it was, but we got to come up with scenarios. Why would he do this?
And then Chris, like, here come Richard.
Yeah, he was still calling the guy from the damn movie that he was winning the award for. And wasn't Richard violent in the movie allegedly?
Mm-hmm.
See. Miss Lucinda, she like, Miss Lucinda, I think you agree with the smack. I think you like he should have smacked his ass twice. He should have bapped the first time and then came back with it on the other side. I think you feel like he deserved it, right? Miss Daly, apparently they are. That's why I'm saying I don't think it. I think it was just that was the Will got called out in public for the first. Chris was the first person to do it at a show or something like that. He remember how folk been talking about in the past couple of years, and he said, they got me fucked up.
I disagree.
He tried to display his manhood, and it was a poor display of manhood. Because again, if he just would have sat there and cussed him out, I could agree with it. Man, bro, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. I understand all of that. The smacking, no.
You're giving this man too many excuses.
How? I said he's wrong. I'm not giving him an excuse.
I don't think it had anything to do with the past couple of years or August, Alcina, or any
what
of
do
that.
you think it is? Because again, we know something made it happen. Exactly. I'm just throwing out a scenario. So in your brain, what's the scenario?
I don't know. Maybe Chris said some shit to him backstage. Maybe they not cool.
Okay, there's a scenario, but we know something happened.
Or maybe he was, now that I'm thinking about it, after he called him Richard, maybe he was reenacting the moment from the movie, trying to be funny, and it just looked stupid. I'm still not going for nobody sitting up there watching somebody walk up on you, right, and you get smacked. You don't flinch, you don't move, you don't jerk, you don't do nothing.
You don't react.
Bruh, I'm gonna be like, no.
That's what I'm saying. He didn't react by saying, what the fuck? That's why I say that nigga held his composure.
Being would have been like,
if nothing else, like, what the fuck, man? Why the fuck?
Yeah.
If nothing else, we just like, wow. Will Smith he had to process it.
And mind you, these comedians are hired to roast on these shows. They're not there for nice moments. It's the reason why they want to be the ones that host the show. That's like the biggest thing because they already know that the host is gonna get up there and roast the shit out of somebody, good or bad.
And this nigga, you know what? We're gonna review this crybaby nigga ass speech. Like that nigga went from gangster to crybaby in 30 minutes.
Yeah, because he saw his life flashing before him. His like y'all said, his legacy, his money,
white people. Why did y'all allow this man to accept the award after he just assaulted someone?
And I'll say white people.
It's the white people show. They run it.
That's not fair.
It's their
they
show.
Said it's a black man that's the producer.
Okay, he still don't run it. He the producer. The Oscars is the white people. Somebody, okay, he the producer, but it was somebody over him that made that decision. Will should have been up out of there. Just for the safety of anybody else, Will should have been escorted out of there since he had to resort to violence. You can still win your award, but no. Because what if Chris Rock had went backstage, got drunk, and decided to run out on stage when he was doing his shit?
Should have.
That's why the Oscars have to be held accountable for the lack of security that they got going on. That man should not have been able to give that speech. He still win his award, but yes, Jada gonna accept the award on behalf of him, and we're gonna go to the
He should have been penalized.
No, it's not penalized.
I gotta drop the link.
It's not penalized. He's not being penalized. It's for the safety of our people, because again, Chris Rock very well could have. Chris Rock crew could have been ready to get that nigga when he went on stage. There could have been a retaliation.
When I say penalized, I mean it's always a reaction to everything.
Oh shit, she finna say, but this ain't the first time. Hey,
look. Hi, hello, all that. Hold on. This is what we're not gonna do. We're not gonna say, oh, this open hand slap in the face is violence, is a beat down, is a dog mollywop ass whipping. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna act like he jumped out with a bat and battle rammed him. We're not gonna do that.
He assaulted him, yes or no?
He open-handed, which means he took care. He open-handed he was tired. This man has targeted him at numerous award shows. He's went on Twitter constantly going, especially during the entanglement. He constantly kept having jokes. Will Smith refrained. He kept his cool all this time. When you say enough is enough, when is enough enough and you keep targeting me? That wouldn't have been Kevin Hart that did that. I guarantee you he wouldn't have said nothing but, oh, Jada looks beautiful. Chris Rock wrote a whole entire book for children, Black children, to embrace loving their hair. But yeah, you talk about a woman suffering from alopecia. I can't say I can't say that you losing hair is more detrimental to someone going through whatever they're going through. I don't know your pain. I won't address it because I'm not going through it. But I know when women have kids, we go through postpartum, our hair comes out. That's not nothing that we like. This woman has had her children. This woman is still in Hollywood. She's still a figure in Hollywood. She may lose roles because they want her to have her hair a certain way. You get what I'm saying?
Kinda. Continue.
Okay, so then again, you as a content creator, you have gone up against several other content creators on disrespectful things, right or wrong.
Yes. And
on what you deem, let me make this clear, on what you deem disrespectful.
Yes. And I will never resort to violence with those people. Just like all of those people have at one point threatened to pull up on me and whoop my ass. I haven't resorted to them because I don't condone violence. That's why I never say that to them. I'm not gonna get that mad over what somebody says. I'm ready to fight. Now I cuss you back.
I agree with that. You have to refrain.
But I ain't gonna fight you.
Yeah, you have to refrain because we should always be held to our own actions. But what we're not going to do is say, "Oh, why did y'all give him his award?" Do you know
No,
how
I
many
didn't say give
times?
him his award. I said, why was he allowed to give his speech? He could still get his award, but why was he allowed to give his speech? Because again, what if Chris Rock was backstage after they're drunk and just decided to run out there and whoop his ass? That's the issue that could have been avoided.
Okay, but I would think at that point they probably got them too far away from each other.
They
And
thought
who's
they
to
was
say
far away from each other when Will smacked them. Hey, hold on, I'm not gonna let you breeze past it. No, it wasn't an ass whooping. He didn't get stumped or
it
nothing,
was
but
an
it still
open
was
hand slap in the face?
was it
They
not
say an
assault
open
though?
hand. They say open hand means there was a care to it.
Wasn't it assault though?
Allegedly.
It was a
Yes, it
love
was an
tap, but
assault.
wasn't
Yes,
it
it
assault?
was. If you spit on somebody, that's an assault.
There you go.
If
That's
you
all
spit
I'm
on me,
saying. He
that's an
assaulted
assault.
that man on live TV.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
still believe it was. I think it was still part of an act.
That was my initial reaction until that nigga started cussing, and everybody was like, "Whoa!" They're like, "Oh,
Well,
he mad.
again,
He
for the
gonna
people
fight that."
saying who cares about her hair, until you suffer from alopecia, you'll never know.
That's something 99% of black men suffer from. So that's
And
why I
guess what those
still don't
99 men are
understand
doing? Getting lace fronts.
it. Now, like
Going to a hair club for men.
1% of men are getting, because Sherman Hemsley been rocking the top blown off. That's just, we embrace our hair loss.
That wasn't for his
Real
time. That
trap.
at
We
that
ain't
time
wearing no
he
toupees
embraced
and
it.
shit. We just cut it off.
Steve Harvey wore a toupee for how many years?
That's
Some
him.
men don't embrace it.
And now he rocking the ball look.
Yeah, because he had to finally give it up.
And Jada wears wigs and all of that stuff too, so she could do like Steve Harvey. But he didn't, like, it was an innocent joke. I can't wait to see you in G.I.
You keep
Jane
saying it's
2.
innocent. It's not the first joke. This man has said at 3 award shows.
So
The
he got
one,
triggered by that one. That was the one that said,
yeah,
I'm gonna whoop your
I'm
ass.
sure all of them triggered him, but that one was the icing on the cake.
I always thought that they were cool, like they had like some type of relationship.
But
But
you have to go
all
through
relationships
past
don't
history.
last forever.
Google
So.
past award shows, Google past Twitter rants where Chris Rock has, especially during that entanglement, Chris Rock
Well, I
kept
saw the
poking the bear.
2016. I
But
saw the
okay, so Lucinda, let me
2016
ask.
boycott joke he did on Jada. I saw that one.
Let me ask you a question, Lucinda. Because all right, say that's the case. Why wait till you guys are here in a public forum? You could have called him in one of y'all little expensive little parks y'all go hiking in and some shit like
True.
that. He could
But
have called him anywhere on the
let's
street.
remember, this is live taping, right? It's at the moment. He didn't know they didn't have a little setup to where, okay, you sit here, he's gonna tell this joke. This is you come in, you sit down, they go. He wasn't gonna how was he to know that this man was gonna target him again?
But see, this is my
Because they
thing.
targeted everybody.
Yeah, and I
They was
think
just
But I
laughing
think
when
it
he was
took him off guard. And
prior
if
to
you
him
already have
making the
history, it's like this. If you see somebody that keeps bothering you, that bully in high school that keeps targeting, keeps bothering you, then you are in a space with them and they just say one last thing that takes you out of character, you react. I'm going to go with it was a reaction that he didn't control well. No, he did
this
not
is
control it. It did not garner an open hand slap, but
this is where I still have to call bullshit on him, because that joke was segued in from them making, Chris Rock was just making fun of this white guy and his wife who were up for the same award against Will. They all three of them, and he was like, well, the wife can't, he said, dude can't win because if his wife lose, he still can't, yada, yada, yada. Will and them thought that was funny. So you're able to laugh at all the other jokes he says about everybody else and their wife. But when it comes to you, oh, hell no. It's not cool.
and on top of that,
but
the
remember,
walk.
there's history. There's history. Remember
But
that.
then again,
You still laughing at other people, though.
then
True.
you have
True.
him walking up to him. So you're thinking you got out your seat. Your thought process is to walk. They weren't next to each other. He had to walk to him.
Slow.
So it's just like you're thinking about this, and that a
Well, he
reality
didn't
don't set in
actually
somewhere and be
saunter.
like, "Hey, man, go sit your ass back down."
He didn't actually saunter to him. He didn't move in slow motion to him. He
Yes,
was
he did.
brisk in his walk to him. So he had to know.
Yes,
I think,
He had the
hell,
old daddy walk.
you gotta say they had said Richard and everything. We still didn't even see him coming up there. You know,
Hey, my
bruh said Rich. Oh shit, Richard. We didn't see
granddaddy
him.
used to walk like Will Smith. I used to run from his ass. I'm like, I'm out of here because I already knew my granddaddy was coming to whip my ass. I'm running.
see,
Like he was
see.
walking
So
so
you knew
long,
what was
it
going to
was a 5 second
transpire.
delay from when
I
they said
think.
Richard to we actually seen him on camera in front of him.
I think Chris probably was like, okay, what he about to do? Is he gonna just like take the mic? Because was it a Kanye moment where I'm gonna just snatch the mic from Taylor Swift, or his anticipation was not the open
Right,
hand slap in the face. I think it was more like, what he about to do? Snatch his mic and
right.
correct me?
Yeah, yes, right. He probably thought that okay, he finna come tell a joke about me. He finna fuck with
But
me.
then again,
He finna Kanye.
but then
Yeah.
again, you have to be. This is that was
And
still no
how,
excuse for that either.
Fuck it. We just need to not have comedians no more. The world is
well,
so
no, no,
sensitive.
no, no, no.
Comedy needs
Comedians
to
need to
die.
filter themselves. They don't get a pass because they're a comedian. They
I,
don't get a pass.
but he didn't say anything disrespectful. He said,
But
I
I'm
want to see
saying,
you in
remember,
GI
that's because you're only
Jane.
going on this moment. You haven't researched the past Twitter rants, nor have you researched the past 2 other shows.
So Chris Rock was the only one that made jokes about the entanglement because I know I made several Colin Wheel a simp for putting up with this shit. I
Well,
made
I think
well,
because of
go ahead.
they're technically coworkers because of the field they're in. So it's
Mhm.
like your
They doing a
coworker keep.
movie or a TV show together.
Mhm.
If
Yeah,
they
they
ain't
have.
done no business together, no work together, they're not co-workers.
They have done a movie together.
What's the name of it?
Man, don't you got Google? This your show. I'm just a
Well, I
person that
thought you may
is
have
passionate.
known.
I think you asked me to leave comments afterwards. It's not you have not ended the show for me to leave my links.
Huh?
You said after you
Oh,
end the show,
okay.
leave a link. Did you not say after you end this show, leave a link in your comment?
I did.
Okay.
Will Smith and Chris Rock. Hold on.
I don't know. Like I said, I have children, and I teach my children that you don't have to put your hands on nobody.
Yeah,
Over.
I agree.
That's where my mind frame is at. Like, literally, you didn't have to put your hands on this man because of words. I understand where you coming from, Lucinda, and everything, but it's still like, come on.
Yeah, they did a movie together called Torrance Rises in 1999. So yes,
Yeah, I knew they did a movie together.
I don't know. Let's Google line. I ain't gonna just go in there, but that's
No, they did. I remember they did a movie together.
That's right.
yeah, it's from 99, it says, but yeah,
Oh,
so they
20-some years ago.
technically they're co-workers.
Exactly.
That doesn't
And if
mean
you
that
had a coworker taunting you,
I'm about to find that movie.
so I can't make jokes about Joy because she my fucking slash business partner. She on the table too.
Unless you want to get an open-handed slap.
and I'm with Joy on that because I'm still kind of irritated about a comment you made on something else, but I'm gonna keep my opinions to myself.
Come on, you know that's why we here. Come on.
I do not agree with what you said about somebody's pocketbook. I thought that was disrespectful to Joy, but that's just me.
Oh well, ma'am, Joy understands it's part of the job. No, but I'm telling you, I hear you, but I feel you.
Okay, so here to make it better, when Joy happens to just happen behind to pass somebody in some nice gray sweats with a print, it should be okay for her to speak on it, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, hey, we good then. I'm good.
But here's the thing. I was
baby, because you know what gray sweats say. Okay, all right.
Yes,
that's all I'm saying.
I know. That's why I'm laughing.
I've said that on the show before too. I get that thing. I said joy is what we're humans. But no, in that moment, I wasn't looking at it in a fawning type of way or attraction. I was doing it in a sarcastic way.
Mm-hmm.
the first time, because again, the first time that I brought it up, I had just cussed the woman out. And I said, but you do have and that was that. And now I'm shaming her because she took that, for some reason, she took being cussed out and me saying that as a compliment, and she went and posted it on her community wall. So I'm shaming it because I'm saying, you once said you were offended by what I said, but like all of this was in the same sentence. And you made a community post.
I think it's just your terminology,
I
like
know,
I always say.
but I have to
It's the way you say things, like how she said pocketbook. It might have been a little bit more different if you would have said pocketbook instead of the P word.
If I would have said pocketbook, she wouldn't have remembered it. And that's why she remembers what I said, because I said it how I did. Bam, good at my job.
Hey, long as Joy has that same right to see some nice gray sweats with a print, or basketball shorts with a print, I'm just saying.
Anything I can do, Joy is allowed to do, vice versa.
Okay.
That's how we live our lives.
I just refrain from speaking like that because I know the internet.
Because you're a lady.
That yes, and it's undefeated.
So what am I
come back?
So if she's a lady, what am I, Lucinda?
You're a Neanderthal.
I was gonna say asshole, but
okay, I got asshole. And what'd you say?
Neanderthal.
Oh God, Neanderthal. Oh God. Well, at least you can call me a chauvinist.
A Neanderthal, that's what you are. Caveman. You guys, you know how men are. Y'all just take it to that pressing point where you guys push to see how far you can go and what you can get away with.
Yeah.
Then I think you do it as a form of foreplay to see how your woman's going to react. Let me see how far I can go and how upset I can get, because the makeup sex is just going to be off the chain. I think that's just my opinion.
That's what Joy does. But now, I was about to say we cut the camera off. I don't talk like this, but yes, I do, because you just roasted me the other day like, nigga. Why you got to talk? I was like, what you want me to say?
He has no filter.
I said, what do you want me to say?
Yeah, see, and there you go. Filter. The same as a comedian needs. Filter. That we have to learn to use discernment, filters, and be graceful when doing jokes. Be tasteful, because that was distasteful.
So she, like, Joy be wanting me to be like, yes, so Joy, can we have sexual relations now? And I just be like, what's up with that pussy? But I'm saying.
Neanderthal.
All right, Trey, because you're going to go too far.
See?
But I'm saying, when I said it the other way, the way that she suggested, she laughed. When I didn't say it the Neanderthal way, she laughed like, nigga, go on. I'm like, what am I supposed to do then, ma'am?
But you know what? In the bedroom, when there's nobody listening, I think those are terms of endearment, you know?
Thank you. She know that shit.
Open hand slap on the behind might be okay in the bedroom. Maybe it's not okay in somebody's face on live stage taping. I mean, you got to pick your battles.
Thank you, Miss Lucinda. I be trying to tell this fool.
Every battle don't have to be fought. Every war don't have to be won. Pick your battles.
I'm gonna let y'all jump me today. Y'all right. I ain't got nothing to say.
He gonna be crying on the plane in a couple of hours.
I'm gonna drag her.
So that's why you guys have surpassed your hour, and you need to have your time, your me time.
Yeah.
What's going on, Mark? We got now 4 minutes left. What's going on, Mark?
I'd have had to change of thought, because
this
might be a good thing for men, because if Will Smith defending his wife, women can't come back and say they need to protect women. Don't need to worry about it. Go get Will Smith. We good. We good now.
Will Smith I don't know.
But I kind of agree, because we do say, where are the men that protect? Where are the men that protect? We need women to be black women to be protected. He protected his black wife.
That could be a good
and I don't see nothing wrong with it.
Go get Will Smith.
On it.
Call the police. You need protection.
But y'all trying to defund the police.
Not me. I don't identify with that group. I support the police. I understand their struggles.
We've been here before, guys.
Hmm.
Also, this is the conversation you want to have later on, Lucinda.
Go spend time with Joy. Come on now, before she missed the plane.
That's why I said, is this the conversation you want to have later on? Email me with. Well, actually, we could do it tonight at 10 p.m. We could do the.
I'm in California. Your 10 p.m. is not my 10 p.m., buddy.
It's gonna be 8 o'clock your time. Joy in Vegas, so it's gonna be 8 o'clock.
Well, it's 10 a.m. and I got to get back to what I'm doing.
Well, I'm talking about 10 p.m. 10 p.m. We're gonna talk about this.
Oh yeah, it is only 10 o'clock. Oh, my body gonna be all the way messed up when I get home again.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for allowing me this time to speak my piece.
No problem. We now know you condone violence. It's cool. You and none of you
California. Don't they call us Killer California? I mean, I'm from California. This is what it is. It's the Bay. I'm from the Bay.
You get along. She gang banging.
I'm from the Bay. This is what we do.
I'm from South Central, so hey.
We hand out open hand slappers and faces. This is what we do.
Watch Joy Crip walk for 2 hours.
We just think differently in California. That's all.
I was having a good time last night. It was our last little. I was dancing. I was having a good time. I was enjoying myself, Miss Lucinda. He was hating on me.
Yeah, last conversation I heard with y'all in the background, it was phones being and bathroom done conversations and a little violence sounding. I don't know.
Guess what? We woke up the next day. None of us had black eyes, busted lips, or any of that. We talked about what went on and we moved on. That's what couples actually do. It's like, this is not.
So we're going to go with what I said, right? Foreplay. That was the foreplay.
Possibly. But people argue, though. Is that not what happened in relationships, though? People argue.
Every day.
And we work too close together. Like, people don't understand this thing that we do together. It's kind of hard because I got to accept his opinion and he got to accept mine. I don't like his, and I'm a little hothead sometimes. So I'll be like, man, fuck this shit. I quit every day. I ain't gonna even lie to you.
Right. But would you want it any other way?
Out of here. Fuck this shit. I'm done.
Would you want it to be disingenuous, or would you prefer how it is? Can you say that you prefer a man who is upfront, gives you all his flaws? You can respect him better than somebody who's sugarcoating it, hiding it.
Oh yeah, I think that's why we get along, and I think that's why we are able to speak to each other after that situation. We're still able to have a conversation and still hug each other and kiss each other like nothing ever happened.
Hold on, baby.
You can't meet the threshold. You cannot meet the threshold, nigga. Meet the motherfucking threshold, nigga. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about meeting the threshold.
Thank you for the donation. Done to Marco, co. I don't know if you want me to say your name, but if you want me to say your name, let me know, and I will give you a personalized shout out.
Thank you. I'm gonna be taking whatever he gets.
As usual. Well, ladies and gentlemen,
this was fun.
10 p.m. Be looking for the link. We're going to talk about this defund the police, because you got quiet when I said I support the police.
No, I have relatives that are cops. I have relatives that are judges, lawyers, all that. Hey.
Oh, so we're going to piss people off then with this conversation. You may be on my side.
I got uncles that are Black Panthers. What you want from me? Hey, we cover all makes and models of the world.
My mom was a Black Panther.
My uncle, 2 of them.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Something new every day.
Mm-hmm.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we will see y'all at 10 p.m. where we will have another conversation about real life issues. I guess this was really like not a real life issue, but it was an issue to me because I feel like it shed Black men in a bad light. And we can all agree that we're shed in a bad light already. And now, even when we have the most successful of us, we can't keep our emotions in check in front of a live audience. We have to resort to violence. Now, what happened last night was Neanderthal behavior. See y'all later.
Circle small period, fresh to death killing it, cashing out spinning it, 100 round extended clip, iced out spilling drip, purple yellow take a sip, fly away and take a trip, pink slip for every whip, circle small period, fresh to death killing it, cashing out spinning it, 100 round extended clip, iced out spilling drip, purple yellow take a sip, fly away and take a trip, pink slip for every whip, started in a rumor house, popular in Montgomery, that was back in 03, breaking down the whole beat. That's my nigga Roman, he'll tell you I'm a OG. That's my nigga Roman, he'll tell you what he sold me. I got what you need, 8 quarters, half an OZ. Out of space high, all day I'm in the nosebleed. 24/7, get the bag, count the proceeds. Said she ain't the pleaser, she proceed to get on both knees. Told her keep her pussy, all I wanted deep throat clean. Rolling up hot boxes, sweating to the OD. On a all-nighter full of road, getting no sleep. In and out of town on the road, paying 4 weeks. Plug with the plug, that deal price is so cheap. I got what you need, 8 quarters, half an OZ. Don't get tagged hot as hell, watching for the police. See me in the streets, no nigga, you don't know me. Circle small period, fresh to death killing it, cashing out spinning it, 100 round extended clip, iced out spilling drip, purple yellow take a sip, fly away and take a trip, pink slip for every whip, circle small period, fresh to death killing it, cashing out spinning it, 100 round extended clip, iced out spilling drip, purple yellow take a sip, fly away and take a trip, pink slip for every whip. I got the juice, bitch, I got the juice, flossing in a coupe, on the block, like my name JB, try me, I'ma shoot, riding for him, push a button, drop the top, I got no roof, back to back, I'm moving packs out, make them disappear like proof, I'm addicted to yellow diamonds, I'm frozen in every climate, smoking exclusive, it's useless, looking to never find it, foreign whip drip designer, 901 grit and grinding, thick serve like Angel Mama, the murder ain't where you find me, got no friends, got no consignments, can't fly just to change the climate, vacations on private islands, my feet keep back up reclining, that bitch she from the islands, I fucked up for about an hour, pulled up and took a shower, drip it, don't need no stylist, roll up smoking the loudest, known for something Italian, my shooters stay ready, no Memphis niggas, they known for wildin', roll up smoking the loudest, known for something Italian, my shooters stay ready, no Memphis niggas, they known for wildin'. Small period, fresh to death killing it, cashing out spinning it, 100 round extended clip, iced out spilling drip, purple yellow take a sip, fly away and take a trip, pink slip for every whip, circle small period, fresh to death killing it, cashing out spinning it, 100 round extended clip, iced out spilling drip, purple yellow take a sip, fly away and take a trip, pink slip for every whip.